Hello and welcome back to our Wednesday Chapter 2 Grumpy Sound Guy show, where we have been talking about consultation packages that just went live this week on the clpaudio.com website. Make sure you go there and check that out. As soon as you pull the website up, I'm going to put links down below and all that jazz. But as soon as you pull the website up, a little pop-up window will come up and you can go right to the consultation packages page right from that pop-up window. If it doesn't pop up, just hit the three lines in the top left. A menu will open up and you'll see a page named consultation packages. Just go there and then you will find this. In this video, we are going to talk about corporate packages that are geared toward churches, nightclubs, municipalities, hotels, community centers, all that kind of jazz. That's what these packages are geared toward. Obviously, the price reflects that. The two of three of these packages are really geared toward corporate entities that have multiple locations, because we see value in that. And we really think this is going to be super, super huge, because there's no way you can get this kind of service for this kind of price. Not on a corporate level. But before we dig into all that, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, share this, share this, share this, share this. Share this video. All you got to do is hit the share button. You can share it right to Facebook, or copy the link and share it to your Instagram page, or share it to your TikTok or whatever. Share it to the people you know need to hear this and are in the market and can benefit from these kind of services, because these are services that we were asked to put together. These are not services that we just kind of brainstormed like, hey, how can we create another stream of income? It was really just trying to meet a need of people that were coming to me personally and coming to my staff and saying, man, we really wish we could bring you on board with our company, with our church, or with our nightclub, and really just have you guys on standby in case we need stuff, or have people who can come in once a month for a few hours, do system maintenance, do training every month, like the churches. With the churches, it's huge about training, troubleshooting, all that kind of jazz. Man, we covered it all in these packages. So make sure you share this, make sure you subscribe to this channel, and you hit that notification bell. So let's dig in, because we got a lot to cover here. 3 corporate packages. Just like we had 3 band packages in the last video, now we got 3 corporate packages. The first one is just a system service package. It's a bronze package. This is probably by far our most popular service. We are currently doing this right now with a few churches. We just kind of wrapped it up into a package form to kind of make it easier to digest now moving forward. And this is actually a bargain compared to what I had been charging before, but because it's a monthly reoccurring thing, that takes the sting out of it a little bit and makes it a little more worth our while to do that. Because let's be honest, guys, you gotta, there's nothing free in this world. You got to pay for the services you get, and you get what you pay for. We all know how that works. You get what you pay for. It's the same way with your band. It's the same way with the equipment you buy. It's the same way with everything in life. When you go to the grocery store and you buy name brand stuff, sometimes it tastes a little better than the generic stuff. So you get what you pay for. That's exactly the mode that we're in here with these packages. And again, these packages have come from your requests and from you reaching out to us and saying, JR, can you put something together for an organization that can't afford to hire a guy full time like you? Because that's always the conversation I end up having with these people. And this is what has created the corporate side of these packages. They come to me, I'll go out and do a system service for them or something like that, or troubleshoot their gear, fix some problems, do some small upgrades, do some training with their staff. And they're like, man, I wish we had the money to hire you. I wish we could bring you on. Sometimes we're even sitting, at the table, discussing numbers. And it just doesn't make sense for them to bring a guy with 35 years of experience onto their staff, because it's not economically viable. They just can't swing that kind of budget. This makes that a lot easier to digest. So this first package, the system service package, the bronze corporate package, is real simple and straight ahead. Basically, this package is to have COP audio and staging staff come to your venue, church, nightclub, community center, hotel ballroom, conference center, whatever it is, and do a system maintenance, troubleshooting, and staff training for 4 hours every month. You can split that up into two-hour segments if you want, or you can do 1 4-hour workshop. If you're an ongoing client, and we kind of got your systems in place and got them maintained pretty well and got everything kind of in cruise control, then you can really, that usually it takes a month or two, by the way, then you can really focus this time in on investing in your staff, especially if you're a church with a volunteer staff. If you have a volunteer tech team, the least you can do is invest in equipping them people to the best of your ability. And you do that by bringing people like me in who has 20 years, 25 years worth of church production experience under my belt and have a proven track record. At one time, I had trained or done workshops in every major church in my local area. So I'm very well networked in that scene here in our area. And these numbers really make sense when you get into the DC, Baltimore metro areas like Leesburg, Rockville, Ashburn, where there's a little bit more money and a little bit more of a budget. So this kind of package really, really makes a lot of sense for people like that. Instead of having to pay, $1,600 to $2,000 a month to hire a guy full time, not counting, benefits or anything like that. You can get it for $499.95 a month, basically $500 a month. There's a 12-month agreement with this. You also get remote. I'm tempted to say 24/7, but I know some of you guys are going to bust my chops on that. So we didn't say 24/7, but if I can get a minute free from everything else and you're in a jam at your church or your nightclub, then we will definitely pick up the phone, answer a text. That's where texting really comes in, is to be able to text me, and then I can text you while I'm doing other things and multitask, and we'll give you that remote tech support, via text, FaceTime, Zoom, or a phone call or something like that. That comes no additional charge. It comes right along with that $500 a month thing. I mean, just think about your church, putting out $500 a month and having someone who's going to come in every month and work with your sound and lighting team, even your video team. I got guys that work for me that are video nut jobs. I'm pretty good with video myself, although I'm more audio and lighting, but I've been doing this long enough to where I kind of understand what's going on with that. And I'm not afraid to pull some favors and bring in some people that I know in the business that does nothing but church production video, and bring those guys in and let them help you out and help get you where you need to be. So again, this isn't a money grab. We're just trying to give you the absolute most bang for your buck and make it win for you and make it win for us. If you want to, this is not on the website, but I'm going to just put this out here for you guys watching this video. Mention that you've seen this in this video and you'll get this little extra bonus. If you want to tag team this with a sister church, and you have 2 churches that want to tag team this and split the cost of this, I understand money's tight and that sort of stuff. Just remember, it's 4 hours a month. We can do 2 hours at your church, 2 hours at their church. I almost always end up blowing another hour there talking, and we kind of get in the vibe of what we're doing and what's going on. And I always want to leave people equipped. So, we're not super tight with the time. We're usually pretty liberal with the time. But if you want to tag team that, I will offer that for the next 30 days as a service in this for any of you churches or nightclubs. If you have two different locations, I got to limit it at 2 because 4 hours is not a lot of time. So I got to limit it at 2. If you want to tag team that with another club or another hotel or another community center or something like that to kind of offset some of that, I will work with you. For those of you that are watching this video, mention you've seen this in the video and we'll help you out. That's a one-time offer. That's an introductory thing. One-time offer. And I'll allow you to do that on this bronze package. That's not something we have allowed with anyone else. Bronze level packages do not have those kind of perks. Obviously, bronze level package will give you preferential treatment. Now you're part of our family, and we will make sure that we do everything we can do, to help you out that way. So corporate package 1, which is the silver package, don't get confused with that, because the system service package is just a system service package. It's not really an all-inclusive kind of, package like the silver and gold corporate 1 and 2 packages are. So corporate package 1, silver level here, includes all the services listed in band packages 1 through 3. That's a $300 value right there. And the system service package, that's a $500 value. So there's almost $800 in value just right there, right out of the gate. Now that opens up, this is the difference between the bronze and the silver. Now that opens up all that extra time that is in those band packages. Because let me look here, I don't want to lie to you. In the band packages, you get a total of 6 hours in person. On top of the 4 hours, now you're at 10 hours a month. And 2 hours Zoom time, one-on-one Zoom time, plus the monthly webinar you can get in there with question and answer stuff. That's super, super cool stuff right there. Now, silver and gold packages, we are openly allowing people to tag team with multiple sites. We got to cap it. I'm going to cap silver and gold at 3 venues. If you have 3 churches or 3 nightclubs, 3 community centers, 3 hotel ballrooms, we will allow you to apply this package within the parameters. All this stuff is listed on the website, by the way, clpaudio.com. All this stuff is listed in this silver corporate, 1 package. You can read it for yourself. As long as you're within the parameters of the package, we can split that up amongst 3 different venues. 3 different venues. If you remember the bronze package, we gave you 2. Now we're giving you 3. And that gives you the ability now, especially if you're a church, now you can maybe tag team with 2 other churches. This is a $99.95 a month fee. So basically $1,000. So if you bust that up between 3 churches, that's much more digestible, and you got enough time here where you can split that up. If one church has more problems than the other 1 month, then you can be, gracious and give them, some of your time. And then, the next month we'll move it to the other church. We'll be super fair about it. And I try to be pretty liberal about my time. Once you get me on site or you get one of my staff guys on site, we're there, man. We're there. Let's make it happen. We're trying to give you the absolute most bang for your buck at that point, So yeah. So you can use that time for, let me get it in here to be super, super specific with you. Then you get 4 hours of one-on-one Zoom. You get 8 hours total. I'm sorry. Yeah, that was correct. 8 hours total of in-person. That wasn't 10, it was 8 hours. And you get the monthly webinar. Plus you can send your people through that band package 1 video series of 7 training videos. There's super cool stuff in there. We will hone, if you're a church, with all this corporate stuff, we're going to hone our plan. We're going to brainstorm together and put a plan of action in place that is specifically what's right for your venue, whether it's a church, a nightclub, a hotel ballroom, a community center, a municipality who's trying to maintain some things in the park. Maybe you're a municipality wants to come to the table and have CLP Audio just as a subcontractor, part of your Parks and Rec. That is a super great idea, because then we can help keep things going in your community centers, and you'll get discounted rates in your park for outdoor summer concert series stuff. So we're really packing a boatload of value in this thing for $1,000 a month. For a municipality, that is a super small price to pay, and for corporations or businesses that have multiple locations or want to tag team this with 2 other venues or 2 other campuses, it really makes it a lot easier to digest. And like I've been saying through all these videos, this is 100% tax deductible. 100% tax deductible. We're an LLC, we're licensed, we're insured. We have all the things that you need to be as on the money as you can possibly be. You're not going to find anybody any better equipped and any better insured and legit than what we are. We're a Christian-owned company. We don't do things halfway. We try to treat people right and do everything the way it needs to be done the first time out of the gate. The other thing is, and here's some super cool stuff too, guys, pay attention. If your church or your nightclub is in a situation where you need a revamp on your production rig, I typically charge $500 to do a system design. So we will come in, take a look at the place. I'll go home and get the big calculator out and start punching numbers, start making phone calls, sending emails to my vendors, and we'll put together a system design at no additional cost. Again, that's a $500 value, comes with the silver package here. Then you get priority special event booking with CLP Audio and Staging. So if you have, like say your church wants to do a summer family festival or something like that, or your nightclub wants to do an annual anniversary party out in the parking lot, now you're going to get priority special event pricing and preferential treatment. Now you're a silver level member, and that gives you some priority over bronze level members and anyone off the street. Now, like I said in the last group of videos, if we're under legal contract with somebody, there's nothing we can do about that. We're under legal contract. That date's not available. But we can, if you're flexible, we can be flexible, and we will make it work on the date that works for you. You'll also get discounted rates. I think I mentioned this already, on all your system upgrades or needs, or if you need a full-on install. We will give you those discounts, or at the very least, because I've been running into this lately because things are just nuts right now. If we can't get to your install, we will refer you to a reputable company that we stand behind and that we believe in, and we'll pull strings to try to get you the best deal we can with them. But most of the time, if it's just an upgrade or a system revamp, we do really well with churches, especially if you got people in the church that aren't afraid to get their hands dirty. I did a situation with a church 2 years ago, immediately after COVID, where I basically did a system design, got them great deals on the gear. They did the install as I kind of just supervised. They physically did the install, and then I did the system tune and training after the install was done, and probably saved them 8 or 10 grand. 8 or 10 grand. So when you're a client of mine, I really go out of my way to try to take care of you, man. I really do, to the best of my ability. Moving right along, finally, this is our last package, and this is the mother load of all packages right here. The Corporate Package 2 Gold Package. Now you get everything in all 3 band packages. That's $300. You get the Corporate Package 1, which is let me get that number here in front of me. That's a $999.95, basically $1,000. You get that included in this. So you're already right out of the gate. Let me get this right, because I don't want to lie to you. We've got a lot of numbers floating around here. Right out of the gate, you're getting $1,800 because you get the Corporate Package Silver, you get the Corporate System Service Package, which is $500, and the Band Package is all 3, which is $300. So you're at $1,800 on a $1,599.95 package. So just right out of the gate, you have $200 more in value than what the monthly package is, because this is gold level, baby. This is the creme de la creme. This is the top of the food chain here. Then when you add to that, paying annually, you get a 10% discount, which saves you almost $2,000 right there. And this is the only package, pay very close attention to this because you're going to love this. This is the only package that we are going to provide one stage rental included in this package price per year. Now, you need to give us 6 or 8 months, to get you on the calendar and get a date that works for everybody. That's a $3,000 value. So I was doing some math on that. By the time you get done with all the packages that are included, the stage rental, that knocks your monthly down to something like $1,190 a month for a package that includes everything that we've talked about in both videos, And that's not all. Now you get enterprise level white glove service customized to your organization's needs, access to insider trade secrets and discount specials, services and individual perks. We're going to individualize everything for you on this package. You're really, really going to get just a boatload of bang for your buck with this package. You're getting the stage rental. You're getting that $500 worth of training videos and the bronze band package. You're getting, all the hours that we talked about. I think it's 8 hours of in-person, face-to-face time. You get half price on any extra hour you want to bring into that, and you're basically becoming part of our family in the deepest level. When the phone rings, we answer. When you say jump, we say how high. Now, here's the only catch with this package. Because we predict this to be a high demand package, and because there's so many services packed into this, we have to require you to contact us, and we're going to have a conversation about what you need, what your needs are. This can also be a multi-campus thing. We'll do 4 venues on this one. So we did 2 on the bronze, 3 on the silver. We'll do 4 different locations on the gold package. So you can if you have a church with 4 different campuses, you can split this $1,600 a month across those campuses. And by the time you write it off on your taxes and you add up the value with the free stage rental and all the other packages, you're really only paying at the end of the day, what was it? $1,190, about $1,190 a month. You couldn't begin to even think about hiring somebody on our level with our kind of expertise and our kind of industry connections to help you out on multiple campuses, multiple hotel ballrooms, multiple nightclubs. I know a guy in Baltimore's got 4 or 5 nightclubs. This would be the kind of thing that might make sense to him. He can spread that cost across all the different venues. It makes better sense that way. When we put this silver and gold package together, we never intended for this to be just one corporation. If it is, that's great. Hey, man, I'm not mad at you. Again, if you got the money, I got the time, we will come out there and we will knock your gig right out of the park, because that's what we do. If you don't know anything about CLP audio and staging, you need to go to our Facebook page and read the countless reviews and all the feedback that we have there. It's on Google, it's on Yelp. We got most of it on Facebook, but there's some Google reviews, there's some Yelp reviews as well that will just tell you what kind of company we are. We don't halfway do anything. We do everything right the first time. When we put systems and do installs together and do system design, we overshoot by about 30-35% to future-proof you out to 10 years. You just get all that bang for your buck. I don't know how I can make this any easier. I don't know how I can make this make any more sense to you economically than to be able to get together with 3 other churches in your community and say, hey, we'd like to bring this tech guy into our little network of churches, and this is his monthly rate, and he can service all 4 churches. He can train our people, as long as you're within the parameters of these packages with time and distance and all that kind of stuff, and you work with me on scheduling with this gold package, give me a call. I want to get to know you. I want to know who you are. I want to sit down. I want to meet with you at the very least on FaceTime or Zoom, and I want to talk to you about your needs. I want to talk to you about vision. I want to vision cast with you. I want to talk about what your program requires, what your church worship team requires. I want to troubleshoot through and solve the issues that's been plaguing your ministry or been plaguing your nightclub for years. Those are the things we do best. And I have a laundry list of guys behind me that I have been working with for years and training and are coming to the table with, decades of experience to be able to do these things for clients just like you. So when you look at it from that perspective, the $1,600 a month really doesn't seem like that big a deal, because you're splitting it across 4 different venues, across 4 different campuses, or something like that. And again, if you pay annually, you get that 10% discount, which saves you almost $2,000, saves you $1,919.94. That 10% discount if you pay annually. And then when you factor in that stage rental, I usually get $3,000 a day for the stage. That's typically what it goes for. $1,500 for every day after that. If you're a gold member, we're going to be a little lenient with that. You know, if we need to come in a day early, set up, you do your event and come in the day after. Or if you need it for 2 days, especially if it's off-peak days like during the week, hey, man, you're a gold member. I'm looking forward to bending over to help you, you know, to give you the most bang for your buck and make you feel good about the money you're spending. Again, we didn't put these packages together just to try and, you know, siphon money out of you guys. We put these packages together because we believe that the need is there because you've asked us for it. You're the ones that have come to us. You're the ones that came to us and said, JR, can you please help us? Can you please help us? I talked to one guy who has 2 clubs, and he's got a guy that has been his system tech for years, and the guy's just a cancer. He's a cancer to, you know, their systems, and their systems are always problems. Bands complain about it all the time. Some bands don't even want to play there anymore because of it, because there's issues. Same thing with churches. You know, you guys are mainly operating on volunteer staff. If you don't give that volunteer staff the resources they need to do what they need to do, training, the proper equipment, proper design, and set them up for success, all they're going to do is get frustrated, and you're going to have a revolving door inside your tech team. That's where packages like this make sense, that gold package. It makes sense. You're going to come out of this, you know, 3, 4, 5, 6 months down the road and be like, you know what? Bringing COP Audio onto our team through their consultation packages was the best decision we ever made. Guys, I love you guys. I hope you're blessed. I pray for you constantly. Please pray for me. And share this, like it, subscribe, do all the things. Do all the things. I get tired of like pounding you about that, but it is so crucial that we get these videos in front of people who truly need to hear this, who truly need these kind of opportunities. I know churches dying on the vine because they can't afford to, you know, spend, you know, $2,000 a month on a guy like me to come in and fix all their problems. Well, now you don't have to. Now you can partner up with the church across the street, you know, and get 8 hours of my time or 6 hours of my time every month in-house to train your staff, to go through your systems and try to make it the best it is, and then get discounts on all your upgrade stuff. Then get expert, and I can give you references, guys, expert, you know, system design and execution. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.